Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Handlebar Ventures. My name is Chris, and in this video, I'm gonna share my experience with TrainerRoad and cycling training. That's right. Back in January, I started my very first cycling training program using TrainerRoad. I made huge gains, learned a lot, and in this video, I wanna share it with you. So if that interests you, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into it. Before I dive into the details of my training, I first want to explain why I started cycling training. I knew that aerobic fitness was a weakness for me personally, and this was something that I wanted to improve on to get faster on the bike, as well as improve my overall health and fitness. I also wanted to learn about endurance training. Coming from a strength training and gym background, this was something I had very little knowledge in and something I wanted to improve upon. So I set a goal of racing the Shenandoah 100K ultra marathon mountain bike race August 31st of this year, and set a training plan in place to reach that goal. Now let's dive into the training plan details. There are 4 main phases to endurance training. The first is the base training. This is where you work on building up your aerobic fitness, which helps lay the foundation for the harder, more strenuous work that you will do later on. The second phase is the build phase. This is where you work on increasing your FTP, which stands for functional threshold power, which is essentially the power that you can hold for about 40 minutes to an hour, and the point where your muscles begin to burn. The third phase of training is specialty phase. This is where you focus on your specific riding discipline, such as cross-country mountain biking, road racing, whatever that is, you focus on workouts that really strengthen that specific discipline of cycling. And the fourth phase is recovery. So at the end of the season, it's very important to take some time off, rest, recover, do some cross training if you would like, of running or something like that, but it's very important to allow your body time to recover. Now, the great thing about TrainerRoad is it does all of this programming for you. All you have to do is use their custom plan builder, enter in some key dates for your races or specific goals that you have throughout the year, and other information, and it creates a custom plan tailored to you and your riding season. Before diving into the specific details of my TrainerRoad program, I first want to touch on the importance of strength training. Strength training that complements your bike training is critical in my opinion. This will prevent injury, increase performance, and help keep you pain-free on the bike. No more nagging back pain after hours of time in the saddle. Strength training alleviates all of that. I have been using Dialed Health's program. I am strength training twice a week throughout this entire year, and I feel it has really helped my riding, and I highly recommend it. Now let's dive into the details of my TrainerRoad program. In order to do the workouts, I went out and purchased a Stages SB20 indoor trainer and did my first FTP ramp test on January 10th. I got a new FTP, or my first FTP, of 199 watts. I used TrainerRoad's low volume plan and continued progressing from there. On February 6th, I got a new FTP of 212 watts. Using their AI FTP detection, which takes into account all of the workouts that you've done throughout the month and calculates a new FTP. It's been very accurate for me, and I use this throughout the rest of my training. So the rest of the FTP values I list are based on that. In April, I began the mid-volume plan, which increased my training volume from 3 days a week to 5 days a week. Workouts Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of an hour long, and Saturday and Sunday of 90 minutes long. April 8th, I received a new FTP of 234 watts, an increase of 4.5%. I continued the mid-volume plan through May and June. In May, I received a new FTP of 241 watts. In June 5th, a new FTP of 250 watts. July 3rd, I received another FTP update of 254 watts. This was an increase of only 1.6%. I think this was mostly due to getting sick roughly a week or two before the FTP detection occurred, and I had to spend quite a significant amount of time off the bike to recover from this. Now that it's July, I will start the specialty phase of my TrainerRoad program, which is XC Marathon. I will be continuing that training up through August, at which point I will begin to taper for the race August 31st. Overall, I've been very happy with TrainerRoad as a program and an app. It gives you clear metrics to follow, and it was very easy for a beginner like myself into the endurance world to create a plan and follow it throughout the entire year. Looking back at my workouts from January and comparing them to today's workouts in July, it is clear the difference in my fitness. I'm now able to hold power outputs that I would typically be able to hold for 5 minutes for basically forever. Now let's talk about what has gone well and what has gone not so well. Obviously, my fitness has improved greatly. I've been setting PRs on pretty much every single ride, and I've been able to ride faster and further than I ever have been able to before. Knee pain that has plagued me for roughly the past 4 years has been much improved since I started this indoor training program. I think the progressive overload and cycling training has really helped build up my quads and really strengthen my knee. I have also had some setbacks along the way, as I just mentioned back in June with the illness and injuries. However, I'd also like to share that I had some setbacks with my fueling for my workouts. I tried reducing calories a little bit too drastically, or perhaps just didn't eat enough during some of my really big training weeks, and my performance on the bike suffered. So one thing that I could share with you that is a key takeaway for me is you really need to fuel your workouts beforehand and during, so that you can crush that workout and the workout the following day. Another key learning and issue that I ran into was trying to perform the workouts from TrainerRoad outdoors. When you're riding outdoors, you're really subject to the terrain that you're riding on. Indoors, you can do exactly what TrainerRoad wants you to do. So unless you have just the right terrain for the workout, indoors is really going to be the best workout for you. Now you need to find some sort of balance between riding outside and inside to keep your passion, and we're not pro riders here, so go out and ride your bike, obviously. But just know that try to match the terrain as best you can to the workout. So my recommendation for you is to use TrainerRoad if you have a specific event that you want to train for, or if you just want to improve your cycling fitness. The training is well structured and based on performance metrics that are easy to follow and understand. TrainerRoad's custom plan builder is great and makes planning out your season super easy and allows the training to be tailor focused to you and your goals throughout the year. Be patient and consistent. The results will follow. But remember to have fun. Don't let structured training dictate your riding to the point where you lose your passion for it. It's important that training makes your riding better. Training should not take away from your riding. That's going to be all for today's video. I hope you found this informative, maybe even a little bit entertaining. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to follow along for more Handlebar Ventures. See you in the next episode.